In this video, I want to talk about why the gluten-free diet can be very tricky. Yes, you read that right. Hello, I'm Mike Hines from JustKnowGluten.com. If you like the video and the content, why not give it a like or subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button below. Okay, let's go back to the content. The gluten-free diet can be very tricky for the simple fact that gluten can be hiding in many foods and you may not know which foods contain gluten. Following a gluten-free diet and a gluten-free lifestyle is tough enough as it is, without gluten playing hide and seek with you. This video will help to highlight places where gluten may be hiding so that you can spot it a mile away. Of course, before even going into foods that may contain gluten, you need to be aware of which foods that you can and cannot eat. A general rule of thumb is that most natural foods do not contain gluten. Foods such as eggs, meat, poultry, vegetables, seafood, dairy, beans, nuts, legume and fruit do not contain gluten. You can eat as much of these as you like. While there are grains that contain gluten, there are many that don't and are perfectly safe to consume even if you're gluten intolerant. Things like rice, soya, yucca, teff, millet, quinoa, tapioca, potato, cassava, maize and oats, that's gluten-free oats, are all safe foods to eat. So you do have some choices. Now let's take a look at why you may inadvertently end up getting gluten in your diet. In many cases, it may not even be your fault. Gluten may creep into your diet because of cross-contamination or even deceptive or very poor labeling. For example, in stores that package their gluten-free food, they often use the same preparation area for non-gluten-free foods. Some crumbs from the bakery section may find their way into the cut fruit packages if a common preparation area is used. Even at home you're not quite safe. One family member might use a knife on the whole wheat bread and leave crumbs in the butter. The gluten intolerant person may get these crumbs into their body without even realizing it. So no compromising here. Separate containers will be required. Another matter you may totally have no control over is for processed foods. Even with products such as canned fruit or vegetables, the manufacturing line may be processing gluten-containing foods at the same time. There is a very real possibility of cross-contamination despite what the labels say. In cases like that, you may have to contact the manufacturer and get reassurance that their product line is solely dedicated to gluten-free products. Yes, I know this is a bit of a hassle, but it is necessary. It's a necessary inconvenience, especially for those who have celiac disease. Let's face it, living on a gluten-free diet is a lifelong challenge. I'm afraid there's no easier way to say it. You do need to be aware of foods that contain gluten. Like I mentioned earlier, natural foods such as meat do not contain gluten. However, processed meats such as sausages, meatballs and ground meat may use a wheat-based filler. Now you definitely have a meat that contains gluten. Sauces, gravies and marinades may also contain gluten. That little dollop of tomato sauce you just added to your plate may have gluten flour in it. That bag of potato chips may be seasoned with ingredients that contain wheat starch. So you need to be alert at all times. Just do a little research and exercise due diligence in getting as well informed as you possibly can. Ultimately, this will help you make the best choices when deciding if the food you plan to eat is something you should be eating. After all, forewarned is forearmed. I do hope you enjoyed the video and you found the content informative. If so, why not subscribe to my channel? Hit the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.